It was a great surprise to me when I saw what this lady had posted. The one that the husband complained and cried at a broadcast that she had gone ahead to marry another man, even though they are still in marriage and their marriage is 10 years old. The lady had spent 4 years outside the country out of the 10 years. So let's say they lived together for 6 years, and the remaining 4 years she spent abroad, telling the man that she was going to fix her infertility. And the man, according to the man said, that's the husband, said he never knew that his wife had been taking contraceptives so she doesn't get pregnant for him. But I was wondering, why is it that a woman will be this out of love with you and you will not know? I am just curious, because if this lady had been taking contraceptives even within the time they were living together as husband and wife for that 6 years period, how is it that the husband was unable to understand, like to know? Was there nothing that, you know? Anyway, that's not the bone of contention here. This lady, this wife, who should be hiding and be sad, because as at yesterday when I was making the video, I was even defending her that, okay, maybe because she's trying to do some papers, because I know some people do that. Could that be the reason? I was giving her benefit of doubt. Until when this lady, the only way she responded to her husband was by posting some videos to respond yesterday, dancing and using reactions and actions to respond to her husband. Let me say her ex-husband now. But I'm just wondering, how was she able to divorce? Anyway, she will have divorced, but is it that the husband didn't sign the divorce? The divorce letter is supposed to be signed by both of them. She can actually get into trouble. Because if you have not properly divorced with your ex, you cannot remarry, most especially abroad. Most especially abroad. I don't know about home. Maybe they are, doing things to cover that up. But here, abroad, it's not funny. You will not dare, because you will go to jail for that. So today she made another post. Yesterday was a different post. I was still thinking of talking about that. Then she shooting another one today. I was like, okay, this woman really mean business. So it was nothing like she didn't know what she was doing. So that means she actually planned everything out. And her excuses are nowhere to be found. Because if you're saying it's because my husband is not satisfying me sexually, you guys can talk about it. You guys can discuss it and find solution. That's what marriage is all about. You have to, everybody will mind each other's problems. Your problem become my problem, mine become yours. And that's how it has always been. So I don't know where that should be a reason why you should jilt a man, like not just a man, your husband, and remarry without his knowledge. And he had to find out on social media. My God, I understand that men has been so mean, but men have been so mean, right? But now, with this man speaking up, in fact, I salute his courage, and I'm so surprised that people were bashing her. I'm surprised that people were bashing on him, and I'm like, why is it that Nigerians sometimes they want to reason upside down? Now you are blaming the victim for being a victim. You don't want to blame the wife. As at yesterday when I saw the story, I was just like, okay, maybe this man had done something. Maybe this woman is trying to do paper. Maybe I was just thinking of so many things, because maybe this woman is going through immigration problems, and she's trying to. When the man said she was living with a male roommate, I was like, well, this is not new, because the babe needs to survive. Okay, 4 years, by the way, that's a long time. I know women, when they leave home, a lot of women are here, their husband are back home. But it's rare to see that man that will weep because of a woman outside, because all they want to teach them, or they had already trained them with, is be a man, be a man. But sometimes when heartbreak hits you, it is not easy to be a man. And what is being a man? We are all human. Anybody could have, felt that way. Now I'm just wondering, this woman never mentioned that her husband was cheating. But anyways, as we all still watching out, she may end up, I'm very sure people will push her. If by insults and all of that, she will later come out and explain herself. And that is what I'm really eager to hear and to know, why this man really deserves to be punished in this manner. I know a lot of men, they may leave their wives back home and get married here, and their wives have seen a woman too that was crying like that the husband had already moved on. But you can't really see, because some of them, it is the battle of paper, you know what I mean? The battle of citizenship, the battle of their immigration that they are fighting for. So that's why I really do not want to blame this lady. But when she now posted this video and started dancing on her social media page, like she gives no damn, like she doesn't care about this man, even though the man is broken, even if it's about immigration, do you need to still post to hurt him the more? Posted your wedding this and that. I am still giving some benefit of doubt. We need to know what is going on. And there was a lady that posted and said, men doing men. Like, it's another man who knows that this is another woman's wife. Somebody said, man against man. Now, this man that married this lady must have known that this lady is married. So people were like, okay, why will a man do a man? I'm not sure. I know that men are always after married women. Yes, they will tell you how. Don't, never mind. Your ring is not your problem. Your husband doesn't need to know about this. So it takes a stupid one to accept. But the thing is, we never know. We can never tell what is going on here. Nobody can tell. But one thing I just want us to know is that betrayal, there's always a reward for them, whether good or bad. If betrayal is a good thing, you will get a good reward. If it is very bad, you will get. But before you betray anyone, please visit your Bible. Whether you're a Christian or Muslim, doesn't matter. Just tell someone to lead you into the New Testament. When Judas betrayed Jesus, how did he end? He never ended well. So think twice before you betray anyone. It doesn't have to be your spouse. You could betray a friend. You could betray your children. You could betray anybody. But betrayer always gets a very severely terrible reward. So be careful. Be careful. Think twice before you betray anyone. I just hope that lady will understand that this betrayal is not a good thing. It is bad.